Let's talk a little bit about what we mean by connecting. What we're saying in the whole of this course is that if you plug into the wonder and energy of life, that you'll be connected with a fuel, a positive energy, a natural dynamism that will just help you regardless of whether you're in a good mood or a bad mood. It will boost your state. Now, another way of describing all this is spiritual connection. And as I said in the previous video, but by spiritual, we just mean everybody's natural connection with the wonder and energy. We're not going any further than that. And we found that in general, in education, healthcare, and talking with the people who belong to particular religious communities, it's fine to use this phrase, wonder and energy. It may not work for you. If not, find the word that works for you. But what we're talking about is we're connecting with whatever you call it. And it's a great, big, huge energy field, an ocean of consciousness. Don't know what the right word for it is, but people just feel it when they're out in landscape or looking at the night sky, right? Now, the bit that I want to just unpack a bit for you is, even though the nature of that connection is a little bit mysterious. There's no science, there's no piece of technical kit that can measure what's going on in all of that, but the effects are very, very obvious. What we can say very clearly is that people have different experiences of it. And by and large, the differences are in how long the experience of connection lasts and how strong it is, how deep it is, right? So for example, you may be in an unpleasant situation, a dire situation, you don't like the circumstances, and someone just gives you a little smile, just a little wink, and for just a couple of seconds, something shifts for you. And it's not just to do with the rapport with that person. It's something, you just know there's something about the life is okay, and you connect for that brief second. And it's a little shift in mood that connects you. Now, it could be that you're at a gathering of your family, or you're at worship with a community, or you're doing arts in a group or sport in a group, and the whole thing is in a certain kind of flow, and that what was a kind of minuscule little smile becomes a sense of enjoyment that lasts much longer. And depending on your mood and the type of character you are, that sense of enjoyment may be just a kind of, yeah, well, it's all right, it's not better than nothing, through to a, yeah, I'm loving this, right? Because people have different characters, and we have different moods as well. Now, imagine, though, that you're not with a group of people, but you're out in landscape, or you're just at home watching a nature film on television, or you're just sitting in your garden just thinking, or sitting in your apartment, just sitting there quietly thinking about stuff. And equally, you can have that same sense of connection. But again, it will vary in its depth and its length. So what we don't want you doing in this program is thinking, oh, my sense of connection should always be bells and whistles and deep and long. No, sometimes, especially if we're in a melancholic, depressed mood, and the circumstances are really awful, it may be, as I said, that it just lasts a couple of seconds, but that couple of seconds of a little connection, sense of connection, is better than nothing. It's like a candle flame in the dark. I just want to read you a couple of things that are in the booklet, and I think are very beautiful. We had one of our participants said, I thought that kind of connection only happens to saints in caves, but it happens for me when I'm playing football with my son and when I'm cooking. I kind of knew something was happening when I went walking by the sea or in the hills. I felt something special. I couldn't put it in words. And then somebody else says, I just need to get away from everyone and everything. I need a completely quiet space. Sit and wait. Pray that the children leave me alone. And then slowly I begin to feel like myself again, and something shifts. And I feel all right, and that the world is good. I like gardening too. And then someone else said, mad dance. I have to dance. I love raving. It takes me into a state of being completely ecstatic and connected with spirit. And finally, the last one I'll quote. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. It comes over me unexpectedly. Suddenly, I'm just aware of everything, and my breathing is very calm. Is this what they call mindfulness? So, look where we're at right now. We've made a little list, you've made a little list, or maybe a big list, of all the things that you like, that open your heart, that make you smile. And all of them open a little gateway to connecting. In the next video I do, which will be the one after next, we'll start going into the exercises that will help you deepen that sense of connection. But in the meantime, for the next video, I really suggest you look at the lovely short video we've made about how different people connect.